Welcome, Avatar nerds, and welcome to a new Avatar video. Today we're going to be ranking every Avatar from the Avatar The Last Airbender universe. So, let's dive in. Let's start with Avatar 1, C tier. Even though he created the Avatar cycle, which went on to help the world so much, that's why we're having this whole video. It's helping me with my channel content, and it's helping the rest of the world because they have an avatar, you see? It's all in balance. He also set free Vatu, the literal incarnation of evil, which probably killed a large percentage of the population with all his dark spirits, and led Vatu getting free and creating the Dark Avatar 10,000 years later, and almost plunged the world into 10,000 years of darkness. Avatar Gun, B tier. We don't know much about him other than he failed to stop a tsunami that killed his friend, but if I put him any lower, I'm worried he might shoot me. So Avatar Salai, S tier. S for Salai. No. Again, we don't know much about him other than Kyoshi regarded him as the same greatness level of Yang Chen. So, if they're guarded high, it must be very, S tier. Avatar Seizo, high B tier. Yeah. Again, we don't know much about him other than he saved the Fire Nation from collapse and was a great traditional diplomat. But we later learn by him focusing on the Fire Nation, the other nations got neglected a bit. The Fire Nation regards him as one of the best avatars in history, so. Avatar Yang Chen, high B tier above Seizo. Okay. Yeah. On paper, she looked like the perfect avatar, but she heavily focused on the human side and neglected the spiritual side of her duties, causing the spirits to get angry, which in turn caused Kuruk to be forced to deal with them. But Yang Chen was really good at doing whatever it took to get the job done, and was not afraid of denying traditional air nomad customs. Avatar Kuruk, middle B tier. Right between Seizo and Gun. There. On paper, he looked like a horrible avatar, but he heavily focused on the spiritual side and neglected the human side of his duties, causing the humans to get angry and the spirits to be scared of him because he killed them, which in turn caused Kyoshi to have to deal with them. He's basically the opposite of Yang Chen, and he was a bit of a lovey-dovey kind of guy, pursuing romance more highly than some avatar duties, but he's the avatar, I can't blame him. Avatar Kyoshi, first in A tier, top of A tier. Kyoshi brought the world into an era of peace, but as described by Sister Disha in The Reckoning of Roku, Kyoshi's last air nomad companion, Kyoshi did not value human lives enough. So much that for the last 2 years of her life, she didn't have any air nomad companions because no air nomad wanted to be her companion. Because there was a criminal that committed crimes to get the attention of Kyoshi and to fight Kyoshi only because she killed his father. So overall, long reign did help the world, but it caused her to lack much human empathy, which is the only thing holding her back from S tier. False Avatar Yoon, D tier. You might be like, why is Avatar Yoon on here? He's not even an avatar, and I thought more content for the channel is basically what I'm going for, but D tier. He would have been a great avatar, maybe even better than Kyoshi. He might have even been in S tier. He was also a master earthbender and a very highly skilled diplomat. So maybe you're like, why did I put him in D tier? The worst, avatar. But when he finds out he's not the Avatar and he's a false Avatar, he went mad and wanted to kill everyone that made him believe that he was the Avatar. Then he did achieve a good portion of the goal, killing multiple of his previous masters, which, of course, is really not good for an Avatar or anyone. Just killing, no bueno, or just killing your masters. Avatar Roku, first in C tier. Above one. He was a good Avatar in his early years, but later in life he let his friendship with Sozin get in his way of better judgment, which led to the Fire Nation to gain too much unchecked power, leading to the 100-Year War, all because Roku wanted to be friends with Sozin, so not a good luck for him. But, Avatar Aang, second in S tier. I mean, what do I even say? Like, he's Avatar Aang, first, Avatar that we ever knew of existing, and, it's just, yeah, Aang stopped the 100-Year War at 113. I mean, how can he do that at 113, Maybe it's a plot hole. No, I'm joking. Also, he helps at Republic City. Also, he helped with the revitalization of the air nomads. One of the things pulling him down is that he was a bad father. He focused on Tenzin, which makes sense because he wanted to revitalize the air nomads. But it's also yeah. And it's also the whole I don't know, it's just feels a bit timid. He lets his air nomad philosophy get in his way sometimes, but still definitely S tier, really cool. Okay. Avatar Korra. I was debating a lot whether I should put in low A tier or high B tier, and I've decided to do first in B tier. And some of you might think that's too high, and some of you hate Korra, but even though she does defeat a lot of her villains, as gross as Avatar, a lot of lies were lost along the way, and also it's just she was very bratish and bad at dealing with problems in her early years. Also, she had a very hard time learning to be an airbender because of her very hot temper. Hot as fire. Even though she could have been a whopping 3 elements at 4, which is impressive, she really couldn't pick up airbending, so that knocks her back a few points. But overall, so this is my whole chart of all the avatars in the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe. Feel free to debate about what version you would pick in the comments below, because some of these things I know are very contentious. But let's see, what's your thoughts? I'm asking you. Okay, goodbye. Peace out.
Not my cabbage corp!